Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode of Immigration Fridays. I'm your host Prashanthi, and we are here to discuss the ever-evolving, ever-changing maze of US immigration law. This week, we plan to discuss the entrepreneur visa. Now, there's been some new guidance on the entrepreneur visa this week, and that is what we're going to discuss. So, under the new rule, the US Department of Labor, under the entrepreneur visa rule, they will decide on a case-by-case basis to grant parole to foreign entrepreneurs. The foreign entrepreneurs must demonstrate that their stay in the United States would provide a significant public benefit through their business venture. The entrepreneurs would receive employment authorization, and so would their spouses. As I said, recently on July 12th, 2024, USCIS released new information on its website to provide greater detail on who qualifies for an investor visa. The website now provides more detailed answers and questions about what type of evidence can an entrepreneur submit to demonstrate that an investor is in their startup entity meets the definition of a qualified investor. So they're defining a qualifying investor. And there are many other frequently asked questions that they've published on their website. So just to mention a few threshold criteria or key elements that an international entrepreneur rule must include, we have about 7 key points, and let's go through each one of them. First one, the entrepreneur may be either living abroad or already in the United States. So they may be outside the United States or in the United States. The startup entity must have been formed in the United States within the past 5 years. So it has to be a company that's not more than 5 years old. The startup entity must demonstrate substantial potential for rapid growth and job creation by showing that at least 264,147 in qualified investments. So $264,000, they have to show that they've obtained those in qualified investments from qualifying investors, so angel investors, venture capitalists, or at least $105,659 in qualified government awards or grants. So the investment has to be 264,000 that they receive from venture capitalists or other qualified investors, or 105,000 from government awards or grants. Now, as I said earlier, number 4, the spouse of the entrepreneur may apply for employment authorization after being paroled in the United States. So they can work as well. Number 5, the entrepreneur may be granted an initial period of parole for up to 2.5 years. And then if approved for re-parole, and the approval for the extension will be based on additional benchmarks in funding, job creation, or revenue described, the entrepreneur may receive then, if they show that they qualify for the extension, they'll receive another 2.5 years of parole. That's a maximum. You can be on an entrepreneur parole visa for 5 years. And last but not the least, number 6, up to 3 entrepreneurs per startup can be eligible for parole under the International Entrepreneur Rule. So that's a few key highlights on the Entrepreneur Rule. Let's look at the challenges faced by the Entrepreneur Visa so far. Now, the Entrepreneur Visa was started in 2021, and since then, the agency has approved only 26 cases, and there have been 28 denials and 19 withdrawals, and the remaining 21 cases are still pending. So you see, this is a significant problem. The entrepreneur visa is not being used for its defined purpose. If only 96 applications have been filed since 2021, that is a very, very low number. The main issue with the entrepreneur visa is that they're asking for documents of US investors or portfolio companies which are unrelated to the case. So they're asking for the investors to show which other companies they invested in, and they're asking for those companies' I-9s, tax returns, and other private information. Now, which company, third company, will give information with reference to their private, taxes, etc.? So that doesn't make sense, and it's not even relevant for the investor visa case. In addition to that, the investor visa is taking a long time to get approved. USCIS is taking more than 2 years to approve these visas. So as you can see, there are significant challenges to the entrepreneurial visa, and we hope that USCIS will overcome these challenges. With that, I conclude this episode this Friday, and I hope to see you again next Friday. Thank you again. Stay tuned for next Friday's episode. Don't forget to subscribe to our videos if you like what you see. Also, give us a thumbs up and share the video with your family and friends. Thank you.